It's Broadway, bitch. That's the name of my Broadway playlist on Spotify. Go follow it. It's called Broadway, bitch. Hey everybody, who am I quoting? There's a YouTuber that starts their videos like that. I don't know, but it just kind of came out of my mouth. I just finished filming my main channel video, so I'm very giddy and upbeat. I love talking to the camera. I should start a YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, this is the Wicked tag. It was actually created from one of my YouTube friends, Katie, over on the Katie Diaries. I will link both of her channels down below. She's brilliant, she's great, she deserves so many more subscribers than she has, and I know that she's going to blow up before we know it, but she's wonderful, she's so sweet, I love her little accent. We have a lot in common, including loving Broadway. That being said, she created this Wicked tag, which I am obsessed with. Wicked is my favorite Broadway play ever since I was around 10 or 11 years old, and I was in the 4th grade, and a girl chose to sing Popular for our karaoke party, and I was just in love. I looked up the song later, found out where it came from, listened to the entire soundtrack, and it's been on repeat ever since. Although I've loved it since I was a child, I wasn't able to see it live until just this year, which makes the year 2017 that much more special and magical to me. I saw it at the Orpheum in Minneapolis, and I cried the entire time. I wasn't expecting to. I saw it by myself because nobody else wanted to pay a lot of money to see it. They closed the curtains, it got dark, and tears just started streaming down my face. It was the most surreal experience of my life. I loved it, and I think the mom next to me was crying, so I didn't feel that embarrassed by it. That being said, after seeing it live for the first time, it just ignited a greater love for it inside of me, and it's just, I can't explain it, but if you're a musical guru and love it as much as I do, then you totally understand how I'm feeling right now. I'm just gonna get into the questions. I'll be looking at them on my phone from Katie's video, so thank you so much for listing the questions. I need to do that too, because it really does make your day when you are doing a tag and you see somebody else listed the questions for you. The first question is, have you seen Wicked? And I guess I accidentally already answered this, but yes, I did this last year, and it was unbelievable. 10 out of 10, would do again, even if I went into bankruptcy for it. Maybe that's a bad thing. Question number 2, have you read the book? I have not. I've seen the book at Barnes & Noble a ton growing up, but I've also seen the price of the book, and it's a lot. But it is something I've been meaning to read, I would love to own, and it's a book that I truly thought I would read before seeing live, but it just didn't work like that. However, I've been meaning to read the book. If you've read the book, let me know down below. Maybe it'll encourage me to go buy it soon and read it myself. Question number 3, are you more of a Glinda or an Elphaba? This is a tough question because I'm a Gemini. So as you know, Geminis are the twins. We have 2 sides. I also have bipolar, so I just have a lot of personality in me, and I go back and forth. There are times where I'm definitely a Glinda and I just feel so giddy and squealy. Wear pink and I'm super girly and outgoing and an extrovert, and I think Glinda really highlights part of me in high school, especially with the whole boy thing, and just like, I love her so much. Glinda is such a strong character, but I'm definitely an Elphaba inside and at night and just when I need some alone time. That's why I'm an outgoing introvert. I'm extroverted, but I'm also introverted, and I think those 2 characters really highlight those characteristics. But at the same time, Elphaba really wants to help others, and she's super caring and she puts others first. And if you watch my new main channel video, I do mention some idiosyncrasies of mine that include those characteristics. It's a really tough call, but I think at the end of the day, when, you know, I'm going to bed and I'm just unfiltered and me, I'm definitely an Elphaba. I think I've also learned by having a lot of big insecurities growing up that you are more than what you think others define you as being. So for Elphaba, it was learning that she is more than just the color green, and for me it was definitely getting past those biggest insecurities of my own in my life and realizing that I am more than what I only see myself as not being, if that makes any sense. So Elphaba, what are you? Question number 5, who is your favorite female character? This is a tough question, and I remember being kind of surprised when Katie mentioned Nessa because I kind of forgot about her, which sucks. And she is a really strong female character, but I think I'm gonna have to go, what's her name? Oh, I'm such a fake fan. I'm Googling the name of the professor. The evil character of the head of the university that they're at, Madame Molu. What's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember. This is such an embarrassing moment. I like her because of the plot twist at the end where it's like, haha, she's actually not that great of a person and she's trying to do all the bad things that Elphaba didn't see coming. Besides her, I'm gonna have to go with Glinda just because of the special place she holds in my childhood and my heart. Way back, like I said, in 4th grade, it was her voice, it was her song that I heard for the very first first time that made me fall in love with this, and it was popular that I was just playing over and over and on repeat and, you know, mimicking myself at 10 years old. So I'm gonna have to say my favorite female character is Glinda. And number 6, of course, is who is your favorite male character of the show. I love Bach. I think he's so funny. I think he's so cute. At first I thought he was kind of annoying, but at the end of it I was like, oh, you have some redeeming qualities. But I also really like Professor Dillamond. Oh, I suck at pronouncing names. Just because of the song that he and Elphaba sings, Something Bad Is Happening in Oz. I just really love that, and it's something that I belt in the shower. Number 7, one character you wish that you could play. Of course, everyone wants to play either Elphaba or Glinda. I think those roles would be just unbelievable. Back before, when I thought I could sing as a child and didn't damage my voice through eating disorders and other things in high school, I definitely sang a lot of their songs and recorded myself. This is like a side story, but I've been trying to start a singing YouTube channel from like age 12 to 16 until I finally gave up on it. And I would always record covers and then rewatch them over and over again and be like, oh, they're not perfect, I won't post this. Which I guess is good in the end because I wasn't that great of a singer. But some songs that I definitely tried to cover were For Good, I'm Not That Girl, Popular, and I just love watching live performances of those. And I think it would be really cool to embody that entire character, because you get so into character when you're singing the song. Like, imagine being the entire role on stage. Definitely Elphaba, but I do not have her pipes. Like, no way. Those high notes, Glinda, I wish, but Glinda's like so giddy. She's also blonde and I'm half Asian, so I don't think that would burl too well. I'd be a better Elphaba. I love Elphaba. The song you always sing in the shower. Well, basically every single song. I have the entire album, and right after I watched the show live, I would just play the album on repeat. And there aren't many songs that I don't love to sing in the shower. I know I've already listed a couple, but Dancing Through Life gets me so happy. I play that in the mornings mostly when I need to, like, you know, get energized for the day, and I just end up like spinning in my room like dancing through life down at the bottom. It's great. Popular. I play For Good on the piano. I know this wasn't the question, but I have the Wicked piano sheet music, and For Good, it just sounds so beautiful when it's played on the piano. And the notes, like, everything is just so well composed. I also really love the opening song of the show because it kind of tells the entire story, because I think that's super fun to just reenact in the shower a lot. One costume you would love to wear. Definitely Glinda's dresses, especially when she like comes down. They're so beautiful. That's definitely the more girly side in me. But I think Elphaba's hat, I've always had kind of like a dark side, and I really love spiritual stuff and magic, so I think wearing an actual witch's hat would just be super cool. Question number 9 is the most underrated song, question mark. Let me look over the album again. Katie mentioned this in her tag video as well, but I really love the song Thank Goodness, just for everything Katie said. So much dramatic irony is put into the song because they're singing about thank goodness, like the witch is dead, like we can just live in harmony, but you know that underneath everything Glinda is saying there's sadness because she knows the truth behind it, and it's just, that song makes me sad even though it's really upbeat. Like, listen. Couldn't be happier. Another song that I think is underrated is this is a song that gets me, that's definitely a song that gets me dancing and upbeat. The reprise of I'm Not That Girl really hits home. I think that's an underrated song just because it's like the reprise of it. I also think the reprise of I'm Not That Girl is underrated because now Glinda's singing it and it has such different meaning than when Elphaba sang it, but it's still really emotional. As I said, I cried through the entire show, so what can you do? The next question is your favorite song, and for many reasons my favorite song has got to be Popular, just because it was the first song that I had ever heard as a child and all of that I've already yapped about. But Defying Gravity also holds a lot in my heart as well, which is why it's such a favorite. And For Good, just because For Good, for me, it makes me think of a lot of goodbyes that I had to go through growing up. That was a song that I could turn to during hard times and realize, you know, that like everything happens for a reason, people come into your life for a reason. Oh, I remember after I graduated high school and I said goodbye to all my favorite teachers and mentors and friends, I would just play For Good on the piano, and it helped me get through it. The last question is define Wicked in one sentence, or summarize Wicked in one sentence, and I think it would have to be those that seem wicked never really are, and those that are wicked, you'll never see coming. But then also so many other things. I don't know. That was like a summary of it, but then also not at all. It was like my own moral take. But I hope that you enjoyed the little Broadway nerd inside of me. I don't really show it that much on the internet, but Broadway is definitely super important to me, and I think I don't show it because it's not something that I can partake in, so I feel like it's almost a forbidden fruit. But I really, really love Broadway music and all of that. So I will link Katie's channel down below. Subscribe to her, and as well as me, because I'm trying to hit 1,000 over here. That'd be super, super cool, and I know that we can do it as long as you hit that red button. But I'm about to go see the movie Flatline. I filmed 2 videos today, and I just feel super productive, so why not waste some time and go see a movie with a boyfriend? Bye!